Hey guys, welcome to the Bourboneering YouTube channel. I'm your host Austin. Let's get started. So today I'm bringing you a recorded version of my most recent IGTV where I'm trying the basic Weller lineup. So we're going to get that in just a second. And then I'm going to give you some channel updates right after that. And so stick around for that and hope you enjoy. Hey YouTube, Austin here with Bourboneering Instagram Live, Bourboneering TV, Bourboneering podcast, all that. You're getting a little bonus here. I'm about to start my Instagram Live. I'm doing a very interesting way of dual filming. So you'll be watching my Instagram Live, but it's going to be on a completely separate camera. So it's going to be really interesting. Try to see how it works. I'm probably not going to do many YouTube videos on my Instagram Lives. They're mainly going to be my Twitches. So we'll see. We'll see how this works out. We're gonna try it. Soon as it hits 8 o'clock, I'm gonna start the Instagram Live. So I'm just chilling out here. In case you don't know, I'm trying the Weller lineup. You're gonna hear that about 1,000 times tonight. But thanks for watching on YouTube and thanks for watching this replay. Remember to like and subscribe below. You'll hear that 1,000 times as well. Let me know what you think about this. It's a new setup. We're working on it here. Might as well get it started, shall we? Let's see. Live. Go live. Whoa, that's a tight camera view. My connection not good? Y'all are getting the behind the scenes here on YouTube. Let's cancel. Oh, I am live. All right. Let's see. Let me hook up on. This is not a great camera view, to be honest. So, all right, we'll be right back. Sorry, YouTube, you're getting behind the scenes. All right, we're live. Let me pull up my chat here on the side and we'll get going. Okay, looks cool. Looks good to me. All right, I can't do much waving from here, but it didn't look like this earlier. Oh well. Again, YouTube, thanks for watching. Getting a live view of the background here. We'll wait a couple seconds, get some people in here maybe, hopefully. For those watching, oh hey Clay, what's going on? So I'm recording this for YouTube as well. So Instagram Live, you might be hear me referred to YouTube people and vice versa. But basically tonight I'm trying some Wellers. I got just the basic line. I got the Special Reserve, the Weller 12, and the Antique 107. And I'm going to try them side by side and give y'all some reviews. I know people have done this 1,000 times, but I haven't. So I'm trying a new setup. So my camera's kind of far away, so I'm watching on a different account on my computer over here. So if you see me turn away, that's me checking your comments. So keep them coming. I'm going to answer them. This will be on YouTube, by the way. So if you have any comments that you don't want to be on YouTube, don't put them out there. They won't be able to see them, but I might mention them. So I'm going to start pouring. I'm going to pour all three, just kind of let them sit a little bit. I'm going in an order of proof. So the Special Reserve is 90. The 12 year is also 90. So those are going pretty jealous of those. Clay, I got this at the Oak Point raffle last year. I had the option of getting a lot nicer bottles, but I had no money. I was in college. So I wasted my pick on a Weller 12, which I'm not mad about. I love it, but I'm kind of mad about. I have a full-time job this year, so hopefully if my name gets called for that raffle. Oh, it's a nice pop. I'm going to get a nicer bottle. If you can see my hat and my shirt, I'm giving a special shout out to the Baton Rouge Bourbon Society tonight. Y'all have been supporting me on Instagram and podcasting and YouTube, so I appreciate y'all very much. That's true for the YouTube people and Instagram Live, so thank y'all very much. I also want to give a shout out to one of my favorite podcasts, the Film and Whiskey podcast. This is the second live in a row. That's Cork Pop. This is the second live in a row that I've stolen their thunder unintentionally. So I did a Twitch last week where I taught about making a New York sour. So it's a whiskey sour with some wine. And the next day they released a podcast episode about a whiskey sour. And they had recorded it before I had planned my live, but I had no idea. So it's interesting. But today, if you're watching this live, they released an episode. What they do, if you don't know, is they review a film and a whiskey. And the film they reviewed was Straight Outta Compton, so check out that episode if you're interested. But they also reviewed Weller 12. And it's a very interesting review. Go check it out. I told them I'm not sure if I'll give them a shout out or blast them because they hurt me a little bit in my tater. They were talking a little bit down about my Buffalo Trace lineup here, but I'm okay. I'm not that mad. So go check them out. It's an awesome podcast. All right, so we're gonna get started with the Special Reserve. I'm gonna go back to back with I'm gonna go side by side with these and check them out. But I'm gonna start here with the Weller Special Reserve. Hey, Sleepless Kimmy, how you doing? This is the finale of my wheat week, by the way. I didn't mention that earlier. All last week I was drinking wheated whiskeys and all that, and this was supposed to be yesterday, but I had some scheduling issues. But this is knocking out my wheat week. My podcast episode, I talked about wheated whiskey, so check that out as well. Definitely sweet. Very, very light on the nose. Not much. They're a little grassy, maybe. When I normally compare Special Reserve with like regular makers, I usually pick makers over it just slightly. It's not very layered. Sweet, a little bit of spice in there. Interesting. All right. Almost like a jelly, like a grape jelly, and sweet. A little bit of alcohol spike in that Kentucky Hug, believe it or not, for 90 proof. It's good. It's really good. I love it in a cocktail, and I want to try to keep it around, although I haven't been doing a very good job of it. It's basic, though. It's very, very, run-of-the-mill. That's coming. Don't worry. That's coming. I'm going in order of proof, so I'm starting with the Weller Special Reserve, then the 12, then the 107. The Special Reserve and the 12 are both 90 proof, but you can't start with the 12. Actually, Weller 107, I've only had once, and it was a pour at a bar. I haven't had it probably in a year, and I've only had it once, so it's kind of new for me. The 12 I've been sipping on, if you can't tell. I got this last Christmas. That extra age is definitely there, some oakiness. There's definitely a lot more layer flavor here. Oakiness with still that baseline sweet note. When I say sweet, like jelly, like a lighter sugar. It's not like a caramel, although I get a little bit more caramel in this 12 than I do in the Special Reserve. It's a little more nuanced in sweetness. Do I sound pretentious yet? All right. Just a lot more flavor, a lot more layered compared to the Special Reserve. It's obviously they're the same whiskey, I can tell, but it just adds a little bit of flavor. It's almost like it'd be a higher proof minus the alcohol burn. It just adds a little bit more flavor there, a little oak, little complexity, even a little spice, which I think is coming from the barrel. Not like a rye spice, but more like a pepper. Ooh. Try not to break anything. Comparing side by side with the nose. This is the 12. This is the Special Reserve. Yeah. Special Reserve is just a lot younger. Like a lot of notes that I get out of like a Jim Beam white label, kind of banana-y when comparing. It's a lot harsher too. A lot more alcohol burn, ethanol burn. It's just on the nose. Where this is sweeter, like candy. Sweet, and I pick up some more oak in the Special Reserve now. But not near as much as that 12. Man, that's good stuff. The Weller 12 is fantastic. Me, I'm a Buffalo Trace fanboy. I'm a tater. I know it. I'm not going to go and pay secondary prices, but I love it. I'm not going to crap on any Wellers or anything like that. The backstories are a little bit different on these. I'm not going to read them all to you, but the Special Reserve and the Weller 12, they kind of tell the same story, but Weller 12 has more detail, it seems like. In case you're wondering about the back labels. All right, let me clean my palate one more time. And we'll get to the this boy right here. If you're just joining, I'm doing a flight of the basic Weller lineup, the Special Reserve, the 12, and the 107. I don't have my hands on a foolproof or anything like that. Can't go with. You're right. Nothing. Buffalo Trace doesn't make a bad product. They make overhyped and overpriced products, maybe, but they don't make a bad product. I'm not going to say that. I haven't had them all. Okay. I can tell you right off the bat, this nose on the 107 knocks all these out the water. In fact, I'm going to side by side. Gotta zero my palate here. Yeah. 107 knocks even the Weller 12 out of the water. The Special Reserve smells like plastic right now compared to this 107. I don't know how to explain. It's the same as a Weller 12, just turned up to 11. And I kind of said the 12 was similar to the Special Reserve. No, they're completely different when you're comparing the 107 and the 12. Those are almost, to me, just the same whiskey, but the 107 just turns the flavor up to 10, but does not turn the alcohol burn up. The 107 is almost more mellow, more smooth, if you will. Less alcohol burn, even though it's a higher proof and a younger age usually. There are tasting notes here. Let's see. The real deal. This 107 proof bourbon whiskey tastes sweet yet bold, with unusual floral notes and hints of vanilla in reverence to the legacy of William LaRue Weller. Whereas a Weller 12 has fine 12-year-old bourbon whiskey, has a deep amber color and complex flavors of vanilla, oak, and cinnamon attribute. I mean, yes, those notes are there, but those notes are just about every bourbon, to be honest. Decadent bourbon, hints of caramel and honey. Yeah, I agree with the caramel and honey. That's about all you get on the Special Reserve. Not much past that. Oh, a little quiet tonight. What y'all drinking? Did anybody celebrate Wheat Week? Bourboneering Wheat Week? Okay. Well, my rankings, if it isn't obvious. First, I'm going to give each one out of 5. So, no, I'm not. I don't have a calculator to do the averages, so I'm going to regret this. But, on the nose for the Special Reserve, give the nose 2.5. It's very light, but it's good. It's sweet, but very, very light. So average 2.5. Taste, right there, 2.5. Can't go wrong with it. It's a little ethanol forward, but it'd be great in a cocktail. So I'm giving it just a nice average 2.5. Value, now it's relatively hard to find, but it's there. It's not impossible. And it's a good price usually, you know, under $30, $20. I'm going to give it a 3 on the value. And that'll bring us up to a somewhere between 2.5 and a 3. So I have 2.75, maybe 2.8, 2.6 maybe. I don't know. But just slightly above average. It's good. I like it. I recommend it. Now the 12. Again, nose takes it up to a 3. I really love this nose. It's more complex. Sweetness, more caramel with more complex flavors. The taste, 3.5. I really dig it. 3.5. The value though, because when I say value, I mean value and how easy it is to find. It's hard to find. Like I said, I had to get this at a raffle. The price is pretty good, but it's hard to find. So I'm going to give it a 2 on the value because it's definitely not worth secondary pricing. It's not worth having to hunt. If you have an opportunity to buy it, grab it for sure. But so 3, 3.5, 2, that's right around, hovering right around average, a little above average maybe. Right, I would honestly, just without doing the math on it, put these two about equal overall. This one's a lot more available, this one's not, but this one's a lot better. Now finally, looking at our 107. Nose, let me go back to it, because this is just freaking fantastic. Nose, it's a 4 for me. I don't give that many high scores, it's a 4. Taste, I'm giving it a 4 again. Fantastic. It stands out a lot. Again, this is only my second time having it ever. And the first time was over a year ago. So I'm new, but still. 4, excuse me. Definitely 4. Now, availability and value. Again, price point is great at retail. Great price point. Availability, at least around here, awful. I would say on par with the 12. In fact, it may be a little more expensive on secondary, but I'm gonna give it a 2, just like I gave the 12. Give it a 2 on value, or on value and availability. So 4, 4, 2 split. That's higher, 3 or higher, 3.5-ish. Again, sorry, I'm not good at the math here. I'm an engineer, I should be. But the winner is clearly the 107. I'm a little biased now because I've heard different reviews like this. It couldn't not be, but I agree with it. Yeah, I want to do this blind. I want to do it with the foolproof and the single barrel and the CYPB, but I can get my hands on that. So that's what we're going to stick with today. Y'all, that's all I got. Do y'all have any other comments or questions you want to put forward? Like I said, this will be on YouTube as well, with a little bit of announcement for my YouTube channel after this. Again, I want to shout out the Baton Rouge Bourbon Society here and here. Yep, those guys were awesome. Really, really supportive of me, the guys and girls in that group. Great group. So if you're anywhere near Baton Rouge, I highly suggest you check out Be Sober. A lot of awesome giveaways, raffles. We've raised at this point, as of tonight, about I think $35,000 for an Alzheimer's charity, and I think that's just awesome. People have donated bottles for the raffle. It's great, and that's nothing like we do when we can meet in person. But again, shout out to the Be Sober. David, the president over there, is doing a great job. And then also shout out to my boys at the Film and Whiskey podcast, Brad and Bob. Y'all are doing a great job. Sorry I keep stealing your thunder with the reviews here. Keep up the good work. And check out my podcast every Friday. This Friday, I can't tell you what the topic is yet, but it's going to be a good one. Wednesday, I'm doing a live on Zoom. Check out Bourboneering on Zoom. That will also be on YouTube, and that will be my weekly YouTube video. I'll have a little short intro maybe, then the Zoom, and then maybe if I have an announcement on YouTube, I'll do something after that. But anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. I'm going to try to cheers with all these glasses. I can't. Y'all have a good night. Cheers. Hey guys, thanks for watching my tasting of the Weller lineup here. Actually, as I'm recording this part, I haven't done it yet, so I hope I enjoyed it and I hope you enjoyed it. But let me give you a quick update about the channel. So you're seeing this on probably a Tuesday, maybe a Wednesday. This is obviously a recording of my IG Live. I'm trying to do an IG Live once a week, maybe once every other week. We'll see how that goes. But I also want to do a Twitch live stream each week. And that Twitch live stream, I'm going to keep the recording and post as a YouTube video. And hopefully there'll be an intro and an outro special to YouTube. At least an intro special to YouTube, talking about what's going on, kind of giving you some more insight, things like that. So that's where we're going, kind of channel-wise. You see that on YouTube weekly. Of course, I'm still doing my weekly podcast. Every now and then, I'm going to dump my podcast episodes on the YouTube channel. It's just not happening very often because it's not quite that easy. But hopefully on Sundays, you'll have all that up. Podcasts you can get anywhere: Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher. There's a link in the description down below. And the last thing, I'm going to be a classic YouTuber and ask you to like this video and subscribe and leave a comment down below what you think. And of course, if you want notifications, hit the notification bell, blah, 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 blah. I'm a real YouTuber now, right? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.